Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the podcast where we watch a movie and dare to ask the question, what happens next? We three unpaid interns who have been locked away in a basement somewhere in Hollywood are forced to churn out sequels to movies nobody asked for. So grab some popcorn and your hard hat to join us on the ground floor of Sequel Factory. I am Roger.
I am Jett, your human cyborg relations.
And I'm X.
I'm glad we set that precedent. And
get it? It's just like that movie.
Well, which one? Which one are you talking about?
The Social Network.
The one we just watched.
with the terrible robot man.
With the very human man.
The very, very human. You can't tell I'm winking, man.
Do you think that Jesse? What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg. Do you think to prepare for this role, he watched a lot of documentaries about reptiles?
Must have. I mean, the script direction for the character of Mark Zuckerberg must have been crystal clear, because it is a distinct vision of a truly strange man.
As someone who actually read the script for this movie, not a whole lot of direction. There's true to a playwright's style. There's one little paragraph that describes him as a sort of mix between a cyborg and a lizard that wears shorts and sandals. And
is that in it?
That's all that Eisenberg gets.
But that is in the screenplay. I love that.
Sure.
Yeah. It's actually really funny, because this is a great cold open. If you Google Jesse Eisenberg right now, a series of interesting articles pop up
and
from
interviews, yes,
from a day ago.
Yeah. This
where
just
Jesse Eisenberg is saying that he doesn't want to be associated with Mark Zuckerberg anymore, which is so strange, because he originated the character. Clearly he must have brought a lot of himself to the role if the direction
we were doing this.
If the direction wasn't that clear. I think it's a great movie. I wouldn't want to distance myself from it.
Maybe not the movie, but
the work of fiction.
Yeah, the marketing team really got away from them when they started marketing these lifelike toys that ended up actually taking over the Facebook.
It's so funny to me that they would take this, especially the ending of the movie. Oh, folks, for people who don't actually know, we are doing The Social Network. We're not just talking about it.
We're not just talking about The Social Network. No, we're gonna be coming up with a sequel to the really fascinating and creative fictional story, The Social Network.
I do like
David Fincher, I believe.
Yes.
So have you ever read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Of course I have.
So,
of course he has.
In that way, where I guess parts of Dracula did this as well, where a lot of the story is told through diary entries or letters that were being sent to and fro. This movie is narratively driven through depositions and court sessions.
Yeah, it keeps cutting to what I suppose is the sort of the present day of the film, 2010, where Jesse Eisenberg's character, Mark Zuckerberg, who is this sort of college age, I want to say heartthrob, but sort of the furthest opposite end of the spectrum from heartthrob.
Oh.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Heartsob.
Who is a really intensely blunt, kind of says it how it is character. Who's a
definitely says it how he sees it.
Says it how he sees it. That's right. fascinating character. No, but this character Mark goes on a journey throughout the movie of inventing this social network, like digital platform that can connect people in different college campuses all around the world.
Now, you did use the word invent just then. Do you want me to correct you?
I suppose MySpace was probably the real life analog to sort of the website in the movie, the Facebook.
The Facebook, yeah. But no, I guess
not related at all to Facebook.
No.
That platform that your boomer parents use to
share
memes.
Minion memes.
I don't
Yes.
know what that is.
So Jett, you said invented. I would say he was inspired.
There's a certain pair of twins, the Winklevosses, who would certainly say as much.
Which, if someone said to me yesterday that those were like possible real names within the real life world, I would say that's a Dr. Seuss name. Winklevoss. It can't be a real name.
It stretches the believability of the film. It stretches how seriously I can take it when there are two like buff hot twins, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, old money, who try to hire Mark to start their social college campus platform, and Mark totally screws him over. Goes off, does his own thing, and starts this website that blows up. And most of the film is the interpersonal drama between Mark Zuckerberg and the Winklevosses and his friend Eduardo, who he started the website with and who is, at the present point in the timeline, suing Mark for really screwing him over.
Along with the Winklevosses.
Oh, yes. No,
yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg
separately, but at the same time.
Yeah, it's two separate cases. The Winklevosses are suing Mark as well as Eduardo.
The movie does a thing at the end after every relationship that's positive in Mark's life has blown up because he's thrown people under the bus through being awkward, weird, and really obsessed with sort of the rock star lifestyle of a programmer. You know what you get into programming for. Screws over everyone, gets sued, and ends up kind of sad and alone, waiting for his college girlfriend who breaks up with him at the beginning of the movie, Erica Albright, waiting for her to accept his friend request on his own platform, which she will probably not do because he's pretty terrible to her. And then it does a thing that I love in movies.
I know exactly what you're going to say. I also love this.
Where the text will pop up on screen that says what happens to the characters after the events of the film.
Which clears a lot of road for us.
Yes.
It definitely helps pave the way.
Because you don't actually see the end of the court case, but it establishes that, the Winklevosses and Mark settled out of court. Eduardo, who's Andrew Garfield's character, who's just a delight in the film, also settles out of court. All of them sign NDAs. And I suppose, as far as the film tells us, Mark Zuckerberg becomes the
youngest.
The youngest billionaire in the world and ends up rich and alone for the rest of his life. But we're here to change that.
X.
Exciting.
You you didn't rewatch this movie. You'd seen it previously.
Yeah, I've seen it maybe 20 or 30 times.
20 or 30 times?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've seen it when it first came out. I watched it a couple of times. Seen it a few times with friends, and then any chance I get to see it in a movie theater, I'll go see it. I like David Fincher and Aaron Sorkin. I think it's a good combination.
I was going to ask, because so far I don't think we have watched a movie on this podcast that you've liked. Do you like The Social Network, X?
Yeah, I really like The Social Network.
Well, don't say, do you like The Social Network X, because X is its own...
Yeah, I stopped using that platform way before that other billionaire bought it. So
Yeah.
When are they going to make a fictional movie about that guy?
well, we're about to.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay.
Can we bring real life entrepreneur business pervert into the universe of our film?
Business pervert is such a perfect yes.
Yeah, we can. So it establishes at the end of the movie that he becomes a billionaire.
Yeah.
There's not that many of those around. Why not shove the most notable ones, I guess, into this story where we can play with them any which way that we like?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's fun. I
end
like the idea of
properly,
bringing in a little bit of real world in it, because I guess like Peter Thiel is mentioned in the film as an angel investor in the Facebook, and I think that's a real person. So yeah, we could play metafiction with it.
Yeah, that's another shitty billionaire. So we can bring him back for the sequel.
So it's what I like about making a sequel to this film is that Mark's character doesn't really like complete an arc, or you could say it's just a negative.
It's
arc.
a downward spiral.
It's just a downward spiral. And at the end, he is incredibly wealthy and exactly where he started emotionally, but with fewer friends.
With fewer than one friend.
Yes. 0% of the friend left.
Well, I mean, he has over 500 million friends.
Oh.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Speaking of David Fincher, did you guys notice that the burner account that Mark uses partway through the film is named Tyler Durden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Yeah. From the based on a true story film that David Fincher also directed, Fight Club.
Oh God. Okay.
I wish. I wish I would clear my debt.
Yeah, Tyler Durden would have a lot to say about the socioeconomic climate that we're currently in.
There's a few elements, because I mean, one thing that the social network does not really touch on is, because I guess this was kind of a new concept back then, the effect that social network and social media would eventually have on sort of humanity. It doesn't act as a really good like satire or criticism of social media.
Well, no, because I think at the time it was literally a way to bring the world closer together. Little did they know that in the end it would be exactly what makes us all feel alone and separate and far apart.
The loneliest.
I mean, look at this
felt.
podcast. We're all recording from at least 100 miles away.
Admittedly, we all met in person when we did live in the same place. So this is actually a great example of how like actual in-person friendships can last.
Awful.
Yeah. So where is okay? I have an idea of where to start.
Thank God.
Like,
I actually haven't said
visually.
anything. I didn't like this movie.
Really?
And that sucks because I know X loves this movie.
You know what? I do really like this movie, but I don't like. People hate this movie nowadays, especially like Gen Z, because they only look at it like on surface value, right? It's not a story glorifying the creation of this website and becoming a billionaire and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite literally a story about losing your humanity to something that doesn't matter as much as the actual relationships in front of you.
Yes.
But I feel like people literally the same way with Fight Club. Oh shit, hold on 1 second. Literally the same way with Fight Club, people idolize the wrong aspects of that movie, right? They don't actually see how it's a metaphor for toxic masculinity, closeted homosexuality, and like how our society is literally ruining us with mass what do you call it? Consumerism, yeah.
Have you
instead
have you read Fight Club X?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I read it last year. I really like it.
But people, it's a good book. People just look at it as like dudes punching each other, blowing shit up. But I don't know. David Fincher is a very good filmmaker in that he people idolize the wrong aspects of his movies because he does it so well, right? People idolize Tyler Durden because the people in the movie idolize him. They're just not able to see past the true meaning of it, and it's kind of a bummer. But why didn't you like it, Roger?
So I guess I should say this first, is that the movie is good. The acting is good. Like, it is objectively a good movie. I just didn't like it because I get bored easily.
The most honest person on the internet to have ever watched a film in this call.
I get bored easily, and like I found the characters to be all, very human for some reason, and just the story, I guess I kind of knew already, but it was exciting to get the kind of ins and out of everything. I thought the most interesting part of the movie, and this is going to say a lot, the most interesting part of the movie was when Eduardo was on the phone with Mark and having to deal with a fire that his ex-girlfriend, girlfriend at the moment,
ex-girlfriend,
had put on his bed. I was like, no, this is cinema. Like,
fire, good.
Like, he's literally putting out two fires at the same time.
Yeah, to be fair, that is probably the most exciting moment of the entire movie.
It is.
So.
And the blow up and the confrontation.
Yeah, which is the finale of the film. I mean, that is the big, fourth quarter peak.
Roger, if you get the chance, you should watch the trailer to this movie. It has like a great rendition of Radiohead's "Creep." Literally the second I saw it, I think I saw it for the first time when I went to go see Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and no, it's stuck with me. It's one of my favorite trailers of all time. But I really like this movie. People can think whatever they want about it, but
I guess
I'll go to my grave.
I'm gonna need
some hill, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna need some convincing, and I want to be convinced out of this idea, because I don't think it's good, and I don't have any ideas for it. But Roger,
what?
Man who was bored by The Social Network, please convince me to not try to put aliens in this sequel.
What do you mean? Okay.
Well, clearly we don't get a whole lot of backstory on Mark, really. So of course they're hiding the fact that his family are reptilians from a different planet.
Did you see the way he was holding his mouth the whole time?
Yeah. He's just keeping that forked tongue in, and that's a metaphor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I mean, we could. You're telling me to convince you to not put aliens in the movie, right?
You're not gonna convince me, are you? You're not even gonna try.
So there's a couple ways I think I could go about it. Is if we continue the trend of the first movie and suggest that maybe Mark, what was his last name, Zuckerberg, goes through a lifetime of logistical and legal battles to fight for the company and maybe its overreach as far as security goes. And just keep everything into a court case. Maybe have some elderly white guys ask, does Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi accessed by Facebook?
Oh, you know what? We can establish a separate platform that is nothing like the Facebook, right? It's a video platform, in fact, which would have been a new concept around the time that the Facebook came out.
Yeah,
but it's a few years in the future, and in this platform, it's just you post videos vertically.
Oh, that sounds pretty great.
Revolutionary, right? And you can just constantly scroll, and there's an algorithm that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's
caters.
Oh my God. Yeah, caters. There we go. It caters your feed.
Because it's a buffet of content.
Yes, absolutely. And we can call it like mishmash or
that's probably
tic-tac,
TikTok.
No, I've got it. No, I like this. Actually, I actually have an idea of how to put that in. I want to put a pin in that because I think that's good. Okay, actually, you know what? Here's my idea for kind of where we start out with this, right? Between films, between the first film and the last film, maybe it's 10 years have passed, right? Which is about how long it's actually been, roughly.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, because I had an idea of how it could start, and I like the idea that it's 10 years into the future, because my idea was, and it could still be 10 years in the future. It makes it better, actually. Is that he's still refreshing his Facebook page, waiting for that friend request to come through, right? And then it finally does. It finally comes through.
And she's accepted
obsessively. Yes, because it's been long enough that she's able to get over it, right?
Right.
And he starts obsessively going through her page, whatever they call it on Facebook, only to find that she's boring as all hell. Just posting really boring memes and videos on how to knit, and so he quickly decides to move on. He's got to make something cooler because now his platform is boring. Well, it's for boring people.
Right, because I think part of the arc that he does go through is throughout most of the movie, Mark is totally dismissive of a lot of the business sides. And that is when he is sort of taken in by Sean Parker, who I think is also a real life person, the founder of Napster.
You've definitely heard of him.
Yeah, everyone knows him. This basically rock star entrepreneur character, who is everything that Mark thinks he wants to be. Sort of takes him under his wing, and soon enough, Mark is kind of throwing out all the business side and throwing out and just chasing ambition, chasing cool, and in that process, Eduardo is pushed as the chief financial officer, the person trying to make the business run, is pushed further and further to the sidelines. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because the business is that successful. And by the time Mark learns to take the business seriously, he's already kicking Eduardo out of the company. So those are the two forces on him, is Sean Parker as the rock star and Eduardo as the business person. And at the end, Sean is, in a dumpster doing cocaine or whatever, and Eduardo's gone. But the Mark we're left with is someone willing to be cutthroat, but who's kind of locked in, finally, into the business side. And all of the sort of darkness that entails. So I think, it has
true.
Oh, go ahead, X.
Yeah. So all that said, this is why his true robotic nature starts to show itself, right?
Yeah.
So, as emotionless as he was, and kind of pushing out the people closest to him, even the people he idolized eventually, right? Mm-hmm. No one can get close to him now.
He's just going through the motions day by day by day.
Yes.
And being the businessman.
Yes, and maybe he eventually finds someone that he can partner up, right? And he gets married just cause,
Disagree. If he does or did over the past 10 years, first act divorce. I need this man broken by the midpoint of the film. I think he's leaned into the businessman. The platform's gotten boring. Everything is just dreary, and he's just coasting on this. He's lost all of the cool. He's lost all of the rock star. And in this climate, that's when the competitor comes up, and it is this new short little snippets of video that pop up that could well be a project helmed by the Winklevosses. If we wanna bring in an antagonistic force, the Winklevosses have started their own video platform that's the hot cool thing, and that's
the Winklevi have gone across the globe. They've brought in Chinese interests. Yes, they Oh my God, they were in the Beijing Olympics. They met some businessmen there.
Yeah.
They decided like, oh yeah, let's team up with these guys. These guys seem like they know what they're doing. They're the brains. We're the bronze. We're gonna
we row fast.
Bring this.
And they start making this platform that delivers these little like bite-sized nuggets of content, of entertainment. These little delicious fruits you can just pop in one after another and after another.
Like straight off the vine.
Yes, they call it the grapevine. And that ends up growing into the big platform. Sean Parker shows up halfway through and says, drop the grape. They end up just calling it Vine.
Yeah.
And
love it.
They end up like buying out the Facebook. He ends up kicked out of the company, kicked out by the board of directors. He ends up totally destitute by the midpoint of the film, on the street with no social connections, right? And at his lowest, he's like, I think he feels a bit of a weight is lifted for a moment. He's like, maybe I can just be a guy. And he goes to Erica because she's finally accepted the friend request. And he tries to apologize to Erica. And this would be intercut as a montage. You'd see him going to several people, probably people from the original team. You see him going to Erica. You see him going to Eduardo, hat in hand, just like, you know, is like, I really messed up. I'm sorry. You know, just like, finally doing what he would never do in the original film and actually apologize. And they don't care. They will not accept it. It's too late. The damage is done. Those relationships are gone. And
he loses everything.
Everything. And
he becomes a bum on the street.
And in this place, he is approached by Sean Parker, Justin Timberlake's character.
Oh, we're bringing him back, huh?
On the street.
Yeah. We gotta bring the cast in. And the reason I like this, and I have this in my notes, is that Sean Parker has also been developing his own thing throughout all of this. Which is something in the first movie when he's like doing cocaine with women.
Yeah.
He's talking about Facebook. And he's talking about essentially the digitization of real life. And how we are going to be, you know, living online on these platforms. Our lives will exist on these platforms. And starts talking about how this is the start of a virtual revolution.
Ready Player One, yeah.
Yeah, which is maybe one of the most prescient elements of the film, because we very much do live in internet spaces now. They are places exactly how he describes, even though they're not physical, they're places. And he's like, I've been working on this, and I need your help. And he has been developing a technology to digitize consciousness and create actual integrated into computers virtual mindscapes.
And is this at all connected to... Oh?
What? Say again, Roger?
Oh, no, my alarm was going off to record this podcast.
Oh. We're in it.
Yeah, my bad.
What were you saying, X?
My alarm went off a few minutes ago. Now, is this at all connected to that one billionaire, the one who's shaped like a truck? I can't think of his name right now, but he owns that other social media platform that, you know, Mark was going up against, who's trying to create that chip that goes into people's brains, right?
It's probably all connected. Like that's
okay. That's where Sean's getting his funding.
Yeah, that's a third act reveal.
Oh yes, no, that's actually probably the big twist, because we can say Elon Musk. was
I
one
don't
of the
wanna.
was one of the competitors that was getting Facebook messed up, and the Winklevosses and Elon Musk and whatever. And yeah, that's probably the big twist. We'll put a pin in that.
He's
Sean
still
Parker's
bald,
like,
too.
I'm
That's
developing
another
this
twist.
platform. And Mark throws his robot brain into this concept of developing this sort of like reality, like above reality. Like if we could step out of reality and see everything. I think that's kind of the idea.
I like the idea of Sean Parker approaching him as like, I got this idea for a chip that we put into people's brains, and it connects them to the internet, and therefore it connects everyone to each other.
Yes.
And he's like, and I need a guinea pig. I need someone to test this. And your brain, it's the brain that came up with Facebook. It's the brain that became a billionaire. I want to test it on your brain. And so Mark agrees. And then twists when they go to cut into his brain. That's when we realize that he is, in fact, either a robot or an alien. It doesn't really matter to me.
You know what? They cut into his brain. Because I think, right, like this idea of the chip, like Sean's coming to Mark because he's at his lowest, right? He's got nothing to lose. And this is, I think, very much like a sort of metaphorical suicide, self-destruction kind of thing, where he's got nothing left. And he's like, sure, put a chip in my brain, put me on the internet, dull everything, just make me into what everyone acts like I am already. Just make me into an unfeeling thing. And they cut into his brain, and his brain is green. And it's green blood, and they're in the operating table like, I don't know what this is. And they are confused, and then we never talk about it again in the film.
Oh.
We fully move on.
I will say that would explain why no one kicked his fucking ass in the first movie. Like, I was like, surely he gets punched once, right? And
no, he projects pheromones.
And again, that's probably my Hollywood consumer brain being like, violence is necessary. But like, yeah,
I like the
what?
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Oh well, yeah, no, the whole time, no one has ever seen his blood obviously being green. Even him.
No, he's never bled.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He's never been. He's lived such a sheltered life. He's never even needed a Band-Aid. This is why he's just completely incapable of emotions in the first movie, or at least of caring about other people, because he doesn't even care about himself. He doesn't get hurt, you know. I like the idea though that we go through this operating scene. We get this kind of like weird, like, wow, his blood's green. I wonder what that's all about. And then we spin off into a completely different movie where everyone in that operating room slowly starts dying of cancer. And they can't figure out why.
It's a 3-hour movie, and the second hour is a dramatic, slow narrative of all of these doctors dying of, I guess, radiation blood poisoning from exposing Mark Zuckerberg's terrible physiology to open air.
On the nose, right there, yep.
It would be a lot like the Chernobyl series. And then all those people will die.
Oh,
and
spoilers!
We'll go right back to Mark.
I didn't see Chernobyl.
Roger, if this movie bored you, I don't know if Chernobyl is going to be any better for you.
I'm glad that never actually happened, because that was a harrowing account. Chernobyl.
No, yeah, everything that you see on TV is made up. Everything you see in movies is made up. So
no, you're not allowed to make stuff about stuff that's real.
That would be insensitive, I think.
It would be really insensitive to just make a movie about a bunch of people that died. Like, Jesus.
Unless it was nice.
Insensitive and fear-mongering.
Roger, go on.
What do you mean?
What do you mean if it was nice?
I mean,
are you envisioning a nice version of Chernobyl where they're happy about it?
I'm not suggesting that there's like a good ending to Chernobyl. I'm saying that if you're gonna make a movie about a real person that did a real thing, It should be nice.
Okay, so if you're gonna make a film about Jeffrey Dahmer, which no one's ever done because he killed people, if they have to make a movie where he doesn't kill anyone and just kind of lives a good life.
Now, I think what Roger's suggesting here is that, we can't, movies and TV shows, there's never been one based on true events, right? Because you can't do that.
No.
But if you were going to put one based on true events, it would have to be something happy, like maybe a group of Jamaicans joining something outrageous like a bobsled team.
An Olympic bobsled team. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Go.
Okay, it's a 4-hour movie. In the third hour, we cut to this Olympic bobsledding team who saw photos of leaked photos of Mark Zuckerberg's terrible green brain. And so they wear helmets that are like green helmets.
How did you do this? That was so like I'm breaking the facade. That was really clean of you.
I'm a Smith, my friend.
Okay, so
and everything goes great for them.
So this is all canon now. It's all staying in.
That's fine. I'm fine with
so
that.
we get to the
first hour. So let's break it down real quick before we keep going. First hour, Mark. Complete downward spiral.
Yep.
The only good thing that's happened so far is Erica accepted his friend request 10 years later.
He just doesn't even know what to do about it.
He's humiliated, somewhat humbled, you might say, as he's lost everything to the Winklevi. And then he comes across Sean Parker again.
They raise up with their short-form video platform, Grapevine.
Yes. And then he comes across Sean Parker, who suggests something radical, implanting a chip in his brain to sort of connect the world, right? And he will be at the forefront of it. He will be the one connected to everybody before they even know it. Go through the operation. They cut into him, notice some weird coloration in his blood, and then we start following the people in the operating room, the surgeons, the scientists who's went through this procedure, as they slowly start getting symptoms and dying, horrible deaths from cancer and odd radiation poisoning, right?
It defies all scientific experimentation. They can't isolate it. It's a terror.
And we follow all 8 of them. And then this story inspires a few Jamaican guys in Jamaica as they decide that they need to do something to uplift the world's spirits, and they decide to do something crazy like join a start their own Olympic bobsledding team.
That's just an example,
and then they go.
Well, and now that the Winklevosses are not in the Olympics anymore, there's like a lot of fresh faces are coming in.
Yes, and then they win. Something maybe, or maybe they don't win. I don't know, but
they win the prize.
We start to feel good, right? Within this third hour, and now we're going to be brought back to reality, to Mark's reality.
It's been a few years. A few years. Mark has had this. Right? He's had this chip in his brain.
Is his body still around?
Barely. I think we probably cut in. He's just. Yeah, you do it, X.
No. I think his body's still around, but this chip, oddly enough, while it makes his hairline recede a little bit and his skin like a little more pale, he is oddly buff and kind of good at martial arts. But other than that,
no, he's downloading Kung Fu. He's downloading what the kids call drip directly into his cerebral cortex.
And he grows a little bit of facial hair so he doesn't look as alien. He's trying to blend in as much as he can.
Good for him.
Yeah. I know he has become what Sean Parker calls the meta man, because he is both human and inhuman, within and without, all at once.
And you know what? This chip has enabled him to become more successful than he ever has been. So he buys Facebook back. He gets it back, right? And he gets he
has
so
the Winklevosses killed.
They are killed in a bobsled accident, though.
Dang.
Yeah.
So the Winklevi are gone, which means that Grapevine is now also gone. But in the wake of this, in the wake of all of Mark's success, he's bought out so many companies. His empire is growing. He changes the name to something dumb like Mega or something like that, right?
I think he probably no. He's so conceited. He names it after himself. He views himself as the evolution of humanity, the meta man. So he renames the company to the Meta Book, and then Sean Parker, who's probably like eating out of a dog food bowl in the corner at this point, says like, drop the man, and he does. And so the company is just called Meta.
Okay. And then in the wake of all this, a new competitor rises, right? And it's foreign. It's foreign, but the world loves it. The world is shut down too at some point, right? Something wild happens, like a president completely drops the ball and the whole world shuts down, right? Due to some kind of virus or something.
It's honestly, it's probably a smaller contagion of his freaking brain blood virus that is a pathogen that is spreading. Not quite as deadly.
It's the only radiation that can be spread.
And it's
like from person to person.
Contagious radiation.
It's purely contained.
Contagiation.
It's contained to just the Americas, right? North and South.
Yeah.
Europe and Asia are fine. And in the wake of all this, as the Americas are shut down, people are stuck at home, this new competitor, right, shows up out of nowhere, right? And the whole world becomes addicted to it. And now Mark is obsessed. He needs to own this. And so he devises a plan to get this new app, I don't know, maybe banned or something, right? And he needs to seize control of it somehow, right? But it's not playing out exactly as he would like. And so in this, he must reveal his true nature.
No, you know what? I've got an idea. Something happens before that. I've got a complication. Because we had put a pin in this, right?
Oh, I already forgot what that
it is. It is at the struggle that he is coming up against as he is trying to grab power and take over the whole internet, take over the world. He's about to buy out this other social media company, or whatever, using his mind chip powers, and then clap, clap, clap. In walks
Tom
Elon
from
Musk.
MySpace. Oh. Sorry, I went in the opposite direction.
It could be all three of them, man.
All
Eduardo,
three.
Tom from MySpace, and Elon Musk.
And Sean Parker, right? And Elon Musk is like, we were all in league.
Oh, no.
You took over everything.
Wait, I love the idea that it's Elon Musk, Eduardo, and Tom, right?
Peter Thiel.
And as they're sure, I like the idea that Elon at some point in the middle of this monologue just starts to open up like the alien in Men in Black that's hiding in the guy's face, right?
Yeah.
Starts to
You
open up
thought
to reveal...
you were the only one. Did it ever concern you that your physiology was compatible with my chip? And then Mark's like, your chip? He's like, yes. And then he starts peeling off his skin, and he's also a terrible green bug thing.
Oh man, what I would like is to reveal that Elon Musk is actually just a suit, like maybe a robot suit.
Yeah.
But he's being controlled by, I was gonna say Sean Parker, but it would be much better if it was Eduardo, because Eduardo was screwed over royally in the first movie, right?
And Sean's a cuck. It can't be him.
Yeah. So Eduardo needs to get his revenge, right? And what better way than to masquerade as the worst human being to ever exist, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of want a Star Trek style fight between Mark Zuckerberg and the Elon Musk suit.
Mark lunges. He reaches for his gun, which is established in the first act.
It's established in the first scene. He's about to blow his brains out, but then he gets that friend request. And so he sets it down, and it doesn't come back till now.
And he aims the gun at bug suit Elon Musk, who's just like melting his sugar and all that. And then he extends his hand and like stops it, and Mark freezes. He's like, "Why can't I move?" He's like, "Did you forget? It was my chip." And he starts psychically throwing Mark Zuckerberg around the room. He's slamming into walls, breaking windows. He can't control his own body. He's trying to hack. There's a hacking battle that happens in the 7th dimension, which we established in the first act of the film. And it all ends up...
Roger, who's the hero that steps in to defeat these two?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. And who's wearing the Bill Gates suit?
Erica Albright. Bill Gates steps in, takes off the suit. It's Erica Albright. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are tumbling in the high-rise apartment of this building. The window is smashed open like Revenge of the Sith. And Erica takes off the Bill Gates suit and says, "Mark, you are an asshole, but you could try really hard not to be." And
she then sticks the gun in Mark's mouth and shoots a hole through his cheek to reveal that it was all part of his imagination. And then the buildings around them start to implode and fall as America is freed from debt.
In that can
That's
also
Fight Club, Roger.
Yeah, that could be good. But I think Erica says, "You are an asshole, but you can try not to be." And Mark realizes, in all of this, I've never actually tried to be better. And he throws himself and Elon Musk out the window. And as they're falling to the ground below, he connects to the internet one last time and uses his meta executive control to delete all of these platforms. Deletes the Facebook, deletes... the Vine is gone at this point, but he deletes all of the compilations.
Oh no!
What are we gonna do on our weekends?
Deletes MySpace, deletes Napster, and deletes whatever Elon Musk's thing is called, and it's all gone. And for this final moment, this eternity before he hits the ground, he finds peace. He finds peace in the place that he started, which was not trying to make money, not trying to be a rock star, but developing software and giving it away for free. And so he uploads the source code to the chip that's in his brain, and then they smack into the ground.
Are they dead?
And it's up to humanity whether or not they want to evolve or really just find joy as who we are.
I like to imagine the scene that follows that is, do you ever seen The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
I would never do that.
When he lands...
Well, of course, we've watched it together, yeah.
Yeah. When he lands on the dish, the information superhighway, the satellite, and then Kyle Gass plays a couch potato who is looking at his TV that isn't working, and he looks to his right and there's a book. And he picks up the book and he's like, "Oh." So like when the whole of the internet, I shouldn't say the internet, when the whole of social media goes down.
Basically the whole internet. Yeah, it goes down.
Yeah, we cut to Kyle Gass in the exact same scene from
and he's there in front of his computer.
Spliced in there, yeah.
And his 30 tabs all close at once. And a little notification says, I think it's a little picture of Mark Zuckerberg's business card, but now it says, "I'm finally happy, bitch."
I'm free, bitch.
I've been an alien robot this whole time, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes. We could pick one of those, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we end perhaps in a montage of many people all over the world looking at their computers as a notification pops up asking whether or not they want to download this software to their brains and become one with the internet. Do you accept yes or no? And we leave off on that ambiguity.
Actually, can the movie be 7 hours long and the last 3 hours are text on the screen that explains like Jeremy Smith went on to record a record label. Stephanie St. Ives went on to have 9 kids. But it's just like
it's showing
just letting us know what happens with all the information that these guys were able to download to their brains and improve their lives. But we go through all 8 billion people on the planet. Just one sentence for each of them. But it goes on for quite a while. Yeah.
And I think at some point, most of humanity is killed by the Zuckerberg radiation contagion. All of the apes get chips in their brain to become super smart, and then they become the dominant species on the planet.
Sure.
And when the astronauts that were off on a mission finally crash land back onto Earth, they don't know that they're on Earth, and they have to deal with these ape overlords. And eventually, they come to the realization that wow, this was Earth, and what did we do to it? Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever done that. I think we're breaking ground here.
I mean, we've been in this bunker for who knows how long, so...
Yeah, this 12-hour-long movie is really gonna...
it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And I think
this one's actually gonna win the Oscar for
I think
Best
Fincher
Picture,
will come back for it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
You think Sorkin will pen it? We'll just get the story credit?
We could get Sorkin. We just have to write a few walk and talks into it.
Right.
In fact,
and do you think Eisenberg will come back? Eisenberg's been saying he wants to distance himself from this character.
Absolutely not. I mean, maybe Eisenberg is not Zuckerberg. Maybe Eisenberg plays Elon Musk.
You think we can get one of the Culkin brothers?
Oh yeah.
For Mark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And not Kieran. Macaulay,
and then Brenda Song can come back.
Oh, they're married.
Yeah.
In real life. Yeah. That might come a little bit too close to telling a story about real life people. No, but it's a good one.
We'll tiptoe, yeah.
We'll tiptoe.
Yeah. She won't be crazy this time.
No.
Or maybe... who knows? I think we did something here.
We definitely did something.
Maybe. The editing for this one's gonna be wild.
I think we've come up with perhaps the most film.
The most film. This is gonna be the longest movie to ever be nominated for awards. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
The should have just been a TV show award.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
we will not compromise. That's a lesser medium, and this has to be on the big screen.
Right. Yeah. That's what Quentin Tarantino said about The Hateful Eight.
Oh, this one will also be shot in... No, we had to come up with something better than 70 millimeter. It has to be 140 millimeter.
140.
Film.
My God.
I think it can be.
No one's ever done it.
This movie is gonna... People are gonna watch it and immediately die right afterwards because it's gonna be that good. How can you live after experiencing this? You know how people take babies to hospitals to see if they're allergic to peanut butter, like before feeding them peanut butter for the first time.
Yeah,
that's what people do whenever they're ready to die. Is they sit down and watch this movie.
This or that roller coaster with all the loops.
Yeah, they watch this movie and then a notification pops up in their vision that says, "Would you like to continue? Yes or no?" and then this is the end of the external narrative, the second 12 hours of the film, which is just one moviegoer pondering the notification for 12 hours. Yeah. What's this movie called?
Oh, man. No, drop the. Maybe it's just called Drop
Social
the
Network.
What about just Social?
Drop the network.
drop the network.
Yeah, I think it works. Social.
What?
Social.
I'm not pitching this, but
Socials.
at the very beginning of the podcast, Jett said Mark has a bad day or something, or Mark's big adventure or something.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg is very good, very bad, no good day.
Yeah.
Were you going somewhere with that?
No, I was trying to think of it when we were coming up with names, and I was like, that'd be funny. But then we kind of landed on something, so.
Yeah.
What did we land on? Social?
It could be called the... Maybe...
Not
maybe
the.
just call
There
it...
can't be a the in the title.
Yeah. Maybe it's Meta Network. Or we name it after the sort of like fictional... Or maybe it refers to we, the viewer, watching all... Maybe it's called like, you know, like we refer to like the Panopticon, the all-seeing eye, we call it Oculus.
That's not bad. What if it's just called Billionaire Knife Fight?
Social meta.
Could it be the Billionaire Knife Fight?
Oh man, meta social superhighway. I don't know.
I feel like Billionaire Knife Fight will get the most people to click the podcast based on the title. So let's
They're
call
gonna be
it.
so disappointed when we find out that there's no knives.
Not a single knife.
There is
actually.
a billionaire fight though, but
yeah.
You know what? Let's retcon this. The billionaires fight. There's a knife.
There's one knife. The Joker comes in, breaks it in half, and tosses it.
Someone grabs the handle and
breaks
they're
the
like,
knife in
"Shit!
I picked the wrong one. Dang!
Well, all right. I think that's gonna do it for this movie. Quite a mess, but
It's there,
somebody
though.
will like it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
On a podcast with 3 people, at least one of them will really like it and watch it 30 times.
Good job.
So let's see. I want to pitch an idea for next week.
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm proud.
Or not next week, but the next episode. Where's my mouse? Okay. I'm going to share my screen again. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Right here.
Dumbest.
Go live.
Idea.
Oh, nope. Jett, what are you saying to yourself over there?
It's just the dumbest movie.
Okay. So there is a Instagram reel that keeps popping up for me. I see it literally every day because the person's posting it every day. And it's this clip right here. I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Are we podcasting right now?
No, I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay.
I can.
I'm still recording. So.
Oh,
Okay.
is this the one with the baby?
Oh, yes.
So here we go.
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Get out of here. Get out of my room. Get out of here, bitch.
Okay.
Christ.
Hold on. Let me escape before this
I
starts
showed that to
coming
a
out.
coworker like 2 days ago.
So
Oh God.
the person who keeps posting that on my my reels or whatever started popping up on my TikTok too, but they attribute that to the movie Mac and Me.
Oh,
but
no.
if you're an actual cinemaphile, you might know that that's not from Mac and Me. It's from a movie called Food of the Gods
Food of the
2.
Gods, yeah, 2.
Yes. Great clip, but of course it's Food of the Gods 2. It's already a sequel, so we can't
Shit.
do that.
You're right.
But it made me want to look up Mac and Me. So I'm gonna play the trailer for Mac and Me now.
Paul Rudd?
Just give me 1 second. All right.
This is so long.
Yeah, it's an old trailer, so they end up being like 2 minutes or so.
And you guys at home can't see it, but it does say based on a true story on screen.
Yeah, it's
Which
the only one.
I guess it has
it's
to
the
have a
only
good
movie ever.
ending. Is adventure better inherently than friendship?
Jett,
Okay,
did you narrate
enough
that?
of that.
What?
I don't know why. He kept sounding like you.
Yeah. I had a
He was
prestigious.
putting some commentary on
I
that.
had a prestigious voiceover trailer career 40 years ago. People
Yeah,
don't
like
know
at
that
least
about
20
me.
years before he was born. Yeah.
Yes, born.
So, oh, that's right. You were. Never mind. So that movie looks wild and wild.
I'll watch Mac and Me.
So, you want to watch?
If we can get our
Roger,
hands
would you
on it,
watch
I'll
Mac
watch it.
and Me?
I'll watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch Mac and Me.
Yeah, I really want to watch something absolutely awful, and I feel like that is gonna be horrendous.
Love
So, if the audience is willing to join us along, we went from what was the movie we watched last time? We went from Bullet Train to Tag to The Social Network, now to Mac and Me. So
The Social
I guess we'll see you
Network.
guys.
Can that be the name of the film? Never mind.
I'm gonna have to scrub through all this to find out what the name of the film is.
It's
what we settled
Billionaire
on-
Knife Fight.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna write that down right now. But okay, I guess until then, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks to go over Mac and Me.
Yeah.
So
Disgusting.
we'll see you guys next time on Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel.
Continued.
Music. Right here. Okay. All right. I'm
Oh,
going to stop my recording.
We did such a bad job, boys, but I think it's gonna be funny.